back to Happily Booked, the bookcast where two kindred spirits believe that the pursuit of happiness is sort of the same thing as reading a good book and being able to talk about it. We're your hostesses, Brooke and
Becky.
And welcome back. Whoop, whoop.
Welcome.
I'm supposed to do a quote.
Yes.
LOL. Okay. Please hold, everyone. What if they can hear VeggieTales in the background?
Probably. Thank goodness for editing.
I mean, I should probably have paused it. Like, jeez. Okay. I mean, I have a quote. It's not from anything I'm currently reading, though, so. So good luck, Becky, if you're going to guess. Okay. But there won't be any more journeys after this one. No more oceans explored. And maybe that's why I am filled with calm. My life has been a migration without a destination, and that in itself is senseless. I leave for no reason, just to be moving, and it breaks my heart 1,000 times, a million. It's a relief to at least have a purpose. I wonder what it will feel like to stop. I wonder where we go afterward, and if we are followed. I suspect we go nowhere and become nothing. We are, all of us, given such a brief moment of time together. It hardly seems fair, but it's precious, and maybe it's enough. Boom, what a quote.
That's crazy. What's that from?
That's from Migrations by Charlotte McConaghy.
That's funny. I was going to guess Migrations because...
It said the
yes.
word, I know, I didn't catch that before I decided to read it, and I was like, oh.
But I was like, that's a dumb reason to base the quote, the book title on the quote or whatever.
Yeah. That's funny. That was such a good book. I need to read she's apparently coming out with a new one, and I need to read her other one called Once There Were Wolves. Mm-hmm. It's set in the same planet Earth that one's set in. And what's the other one called? I need to look it up. Hold on. Because it seemed really good. I just really liked her writing. I thought Migrations was just fantastic. And when I saw somebody, I guess it was on Booktube, that she was coming out with a new book, I was like, I need to read all of her books. That's what I need to do. She's my new Emily St. John Mandel. Even though I technically haven't even read all of her books. So, yep, it's called Wild Dark Shore. Yep, pre-order. So it comes out March 4th, 2025.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Very cool cover. It's an ocean. Looks like a painting. Like it's supposed to be a painting of an ocean. It's very, very pretty. I like it a lot.
I like the color choice.
Yeah, very nice. So, I just know I'm going to like Once There Were Wolves, and I'm sure I would like that one as well. That reminds me, has nothing to do with Charlotte McConaghy, but I took more eggs out to the end of my driveway, and I just did my rounds, got my mail, checked the donation box, looked at the books, and somebody brought back, unless I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but somebody had taken the guide by Peter Heller, I thought, and it's back.
Oh.
At least I'm pretty sure somebody took it. I might be completely wrong and be misremembering it. But I took a picture of the books that were in there now so I could compare them to the last picture I took of it. So let me just look that up. Because I know everybody has to know what I am. I think I'm crazy. I think the guide may have already just been in there.
I was going to say, you need a folder with all of those pictures in it so you can look at them every time.
I know. And it's funny. I ended up having to make a separate folder in my photos for my cardigan that I was putting together. Because I kept going back on the pictures I had taken of like the layouts and everything, and like editing them and like checking off what I had completed and stuff. And I was like, this is going to get confusing. I need a separate folder for my cardigan. So yeah, you're right. I need a separate folder for my books. Yeah. So it's July 1st.
Yeah.
Crazy. Stetson's 6-month appointment is this Friday.
Oh.
He turned 6 months last Friday. So we took
so cute.
He is so cute. We tried to take some half birthday pictures. Were they cute? I was trying. We're not high class here, so I was like, I've seen some really cute pictures. Like people go like kind of all out for their babies, and which is great. But oh yeah, I wanted to talk about what I finished in June.
Okay.
I wanted to go over my June stats.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing that kind of consistently so far this year on the podcast. So
yeah.
I feel like maybe I have been. So I kind of wanted to just go over that. And just for the record, jot it down. StoryGraph says I'm ahead by 1 book.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop. So, good for me. Let's see. My June stats. I read 6 books, so it says, which is probably the best I've done so far this year.
Look at that pie.
Look at that pie. That's a nice pie right there. 668 pages, 23.3 hours, which I think that means I've reached my hour goal because I think it was just 20. Majority medium paced. Let's see. I don't want to go through all of these. No nonfiction. I have not read a single nonfiction yet. Rather short audiobooks, less than 8 hours. Mostly contemporary, apparently, for genre. I want to get more sci-fi in, but I just keep, not. And I'm like, what's my problem? I want to read more sci-fi, and I just am not doing it.
You know what we should do for our October book club?
What?
A sci-fi horror.
That would be, yeah, we should. I can definitely find you some sci-fi horror books to pick. I can do that. I started following another booktuber, and she mainly reads, sci-fi, fantasy, and horror, and thriller, that kind of just range. And I love her videos. They're just straight to the point. You just start a video, she's like, hey, I'm here to talk about this. She goes through the books, and then she's like, all right, bye. And it's and she talks so, in depth and well about the book she read that I feel like maybe our tastes kind of align, but you never really know.
Yeah.
But I just enjoy her books. She's just short, sweet, to the point.
What's her name?
Well, her booktube name is TheShadesOfOrange.
Okay.
And she says her name every time you start a video, but I couldn't tell you what her name is.
That's okay. The booktube name is the most important thing.
Yeah, that's how you find her. So it's The Shades of Orange. She's just, I have a good time watching her. I think she's doing a fine job. My average rating was 3.92.
Okay.
I read 1 3-star, 1 3.5 star, 3 4-stars,
okay,
and 1 5-star. Let's see what the 5-star was. Before We Say Goodbye by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. Of course, should have known. Let's see what the 3 4-stars are. Out of the Ruins. Everyone in this room will someday be dead. Yep. And She and Her Cat. That adds up. Yeah, they're pretty good. And then my 3.5-star was The Paleontologist, which I thought maybe I had rated that a little bit higher, but I guess not. StoryGraph doesn't lie. And then a 3-star was In 5 Years by Rebecca Searles. So it was pretty good. That was the romance one that I hadn't realized for some reason was a romance book. But it was good.
Did it end the way you thought it would?
Yeah, it did. It did. And I know I talked about it last episode, I think, about how it reminded me of Firefly Lane by Kristin Hanna, and I did not like Firefly Lane by Kristin Hanna. Mainly because of how it was going and how it ended. I could not stand that. It made me so mad how it ended. It just really ticked me off. But the way this ended, I mean, it's similar vibes, but it just written differently, and the characters were written out differently, and the circumstances that led to this were different, but similar. I don't know, it's hard to explain without actually going into what happens.
Yeah.
So I think I liked it better than Firefly Lane, because that, oh man, Becky. Oh, that made me so mad. And then I watched the show, I think, with Lexi. We video chatted and watched the show on, I think it's on Netflix. And the show was good. The show's entertaining. It's a perfectly fine drama show. Firefly Lane, that is. And, I knew what was going to happen. But I think season 1 ends before, it's the halfway point maybe in the book. Something like that. So, which I actually have not gone back and even watched it if it's been out. I'm not sure if season 2 is out or not. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to trail off. Those are my stats, I guess, for June. I'm feeling good, feeling proud of myself.
I'm very proud of you too, Brookie.
Thanks. So, I just like to do that. Just go over it. I haven't posted it on Instagram yet. I really need to. You sent me that video, and I sent it to our Happily Booked Instagram.
Yeah.
So I could share it because you were like, you should share this. That's a good idea. And I was like, good job, Becky. Really way to like motivate me, keep me going. And I was like, yeah, she's right. So I sent it, and then I never got on to share it.
Oh.
But it's in our inbox. Okay. Do you have any hauls or anything?
No, I mean,
Or miscellaneous chit chat?
well, the duck water thing that you gave me is working a lot better.
Yeah, okay.
I think, so the way that my sister was going to suggest that I guess hack to keep them from slinging water, I think it was going to sort of work the same way that this duck thing
like
works.
Out to work, yeah.
I think it helps that it has deeper sides.
Yeah.
And so they don't feel the need to sling it. And I do think that they really enjoy it when I pour the water in, because I'll pour it into the edges since they're so deep.
Yeah.
And it's a lot bigger than the other one, so it fits more water in it.
Yeah.
So I just pour it in the side rather than fill up the middle. And they love to stick their beaks under.
Yeah.
And they're so adorable.
Yeah.
They're
super cute.
They're 2 to 3 times. They're like this big now.
Yeah.
And 2 of them really, really love me. And the other one, I think, is terrified. But I think that if she were bigger, she would want to attack me. I think that's her personality.
Yeah.
But I'm so enjoying the ducks. The chickies are all terrified of me.
Yeah. I mean, ours were always so scared. I'd go to open the cage, and I'd stick my hand in there like, oh my God! And like run across the cage to the other side. I'm like, I'm not going to hurt you.
Well, one of my coworkers is like, you just need to hold them every day.
Yeah.
And we were doing that for a while.
I was too, and it still didn't really.
My niece carries hers around. Like, they love her.
Yeah.
I'm like, why don't any of you love me like the ducks?
Apparently, ducks are sweeter. That's what I saw on the internet. I almost said interwebs.
You should have said that.
I should have said that. It's actually a habit. Like, that's just a joking thing that me
Yeah.
and Austin say, and I like had to stop myself for some reason. I should just be myself. Yeah. I read that they were nicer.
Yeah. Well,
Easier temperament. I don't know.
they're the chicks. I think the ducks too are getting some feathers.
Okay.
I think I'm noticing some little tufts, but the chicks are as well getting feathers, and like theirs are more noticeable than the ducks. And so now, I had to separate them from the ducks, because the ducks were making such a mess, and the ducks were destroying the world of the chicks. So I had to put them in a box separate from the ducks.
Yeah.
But now the ducks are so big, I'm like, you know what? It's probably for the best that I separated them, because there's just not that much room, like for all of those birds.
Yeah, especially with the ducks getting bigger quicker.
Yeah. So now when I take the makeshift lid off the box, they try to fly out.
Yeah.
Like today, they were like trying to perch on the side of the box.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, we were like, no, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So I went out and bought a new water thing so that I could hang it.
Yeah.
Because the chicks keep getting like all their wood chips in the water dish.
Yeah.
And also they keep pooping in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, you guys, I don't even think you're getting enough water because you keep getting stuff in there.
Right.
So I got one that I could hang. So I poured some water in it, and then I hung it up, and I think it's going to work better.
Yeah.
And then I got a second food dish for the ducks, and I cleaned the other food dish and put it in with the chicks and put the new food dish in with the ducks.
Yeah.
And then the other food dish, it wasn't, so 2 different food dishes came with the starter kit, and the other one just wasn't working because it's long and it flips open. So when the chicks get on it and perch on it, they flip it over.
Yeah.
And then all their food flips out. So I just a little switching around on that. So I guess I have a little chick duck haul,
Yeah.
for those 2 things. And then I had to get more food and more electrolytes.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah, that's what we ended up doing with their food, the chicks' food. Mm-hmm. We had our chick. We have our chick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We ended up tying it to rope and suspending it. And, we had the boxes. We made like a little box condo.
Yeah.
And we had taped together several boxes that I had just taken from work. And then on top, we had used like a metal like grate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that even was for, but I do know what that was for. It was for the other outdoor pen that's out there, but it's not completely put together. Anyway, so we used that at the top, and so the rope went through a little slot, and that was just convenient. And the food hung there, and that was a lot easier once the food was suspended.
Yeah.
And we were going to do it with the water, but by the time we needed to, Austin had already picked what he wanted to do for their water system, which is now the water system they have out there. And it's like, we filled a bucket, and we had some PVC pipe, I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
Attached to it, and then little dispensers where they push their beak in, and they push the little nozzle, and gives them water. What's wrong with me? Gives them water. So we never hung the water or anything, but we would have ended up doing that because they constantly. I mean, they just walk over everything and they jump on everything.
They're crazy.
It's crazy. And when we go outside to fill up their water, we'll take the lid off, and then I get the water, and I'm going to pour it, and they flutter up and jump and perch on top of the water bucket right there. And just the other day, it was so funny. I went to pour the water, and one of them went to do that, but she missed.
Oh, no.
And went completely into the bucket. And
was she terrified?
She didn't like it. And then she just hopped back out, but then perched on the edge of the bucket. And I was like, go on, move. I ended up having to just sort of push her, and she hopped off. But every single time we go to fill up their water, they try to jump up there and perch onto it. And
That's
stuff.
funny.
Like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? You crazy birds.
Yeah, they're crazy. I can't wait. I don't know if I'm supposed to know this or not, but my dad doesn't listen, so it's okay.
Spoiler.
I was talking about I needed to go get a pool for when the birds go outside so that the ducks will have water to play in.
Yeah.
And Emma said, oh, I think Papa is going to make a pond for them in their enclosure. And I said, oh, that's a really cool thing for him to do. I said, I wonder if he's doing it. She goes, oh, yes, he is doing it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Well, which is it?
So I
she
think.
probably wasn't supposed to tell you.
Yeah.
So that's like when you get somebody a Christmas present and then
they go out and buy it.
Wanting to go buy that, and you're like, you shouldn't buy that. And they're like, what are you talking about? Don't buy it. And they're like, they just have to just trust that you got it for them, or you have to just blatantly. That's happened with me and Megan before, and me and our mom, or my mom. And, oh, it's so funny. Yeah, I can't remember right now, but with your coop outside, are the ducks and chickens going to be separated, or are they together?
Sort of. So the chickens are on the left and the ducks are on the right, but they can be housed together.
Yeah.
So I don't think, there's laying boxes on the left for the chicks.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what Dad's doing on the right for the ducks, but they're going to be commingling anyway, when they're not up in when they're not locked up or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. I was just curious. I couldn't remember if you had specified that when you showed me pictures or not.
I need to update the pictures for you because they've really gone.
I keep meaning
to a lot of
ask you
trouble.
to go take more pictures so I can, because I knew last time you showed me pictures, or the ones you had posted too, I think it was still in the process of being built.
It still is, there's no door on it.
Okay.
But he has put chicken wire on the base of the outside all the way around, and then he's going to put dirt on top so that if anything tries to dig in, they're going to hit that wire fencing.
That's what we have.
Is it?
We're all so smart.
And he's also going to take my elephant ears that are inside the chicken coop area and transplant them outside the chicken coop area. Yeah. So he still has a few things to do, but it's basically I'm pretty sure the roof is done.
Okay.
So it's just been so hot.
I feel like Emma's like your secretary.
She is my secretary. It's just been so hot, and it's really unbearable to be outside.
It is honestly so hot.
Yeah.
And I'm imagine. I can't even imagine. I know it was super hot when I was pregnant last summer. I know I was absolutely miserable.
Right.
I remember that. But it's oh my gosh, I'm miserable right now.
Yeah.
How miserable was I?
Because it was already almost 100 degrees in June.
Yes.
When I was born, the year I was born, my mom said it was already 100 degrees by the time I was born.
Yeah.
So it's not an uncommon thing as far like it happens.
Yeah.
I think it's just like a cycle.
Right.
So it's really hot this year. So hopefully next year it won't be.
Maybe it won't be quite as hot.
Right.
It really has been so hot, especially like this last week. Like even just like 2 days ago, I think the high was. Well, I'm not the high. It wasn't the high yet. But at the time I looked at the weather, it was like 88. But the real feel was like 95 or something. And I was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
And then later on that same day, I think the temperature was 94. And then the real feel was like 103.
Imagine our temperature blankets if we were doing them this year.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I didn't get to show you his, right? Because we recorded over the phone.
Right.
So I just wanted to show you how it's looking.
Oh.
I changed it. Yeah, feel it. It's really soft.
Oh, it is. I like these colors.
Thanks. Yeah, I really like them too, obviously. So yeah, this was that one. And then this one actually started to run out. So I went ahead and I ran to Hobby Lobby. So darn haul. I got 2 more of these. And I'm sorry, I should specify what they are for the people. I got 2 more of I Love This Cotton, and it's in Emerald Pine, same colors I mentioned last week. And I got 2 more of these, which is Yarn Bee, Sugar Wheel Cotton. It's the color of Neptune Haze.
Those are pretty colors too.
Yeah, they work really well together.
I really like this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I like both of them.
Yeah, and this one started off blue, and then it went to green, and now I'm on the white or cream portion.
Okay.
And then it's going to be brown, it kind of looks like.
Yeah.
And then like a faded red, and then kind of looks like a lavender in the very middle there.
Yeah.
So the other ones I got are reversed. Oh. So it starts with the lavender red, and then it's just backwards.
Okay.
So I think that'll look really good. And I'm glad I decided to do that instead of just the one color. Like I was just using this one, and it was blue for a long time, which was fine.
Right.
But this, like, it's a little bit tighter.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a lot prettier. It's more of what I was envisioning.
Yeah, I like the colors. They work very well together.
Yeah, it looks really good. Thank you. I'm really happy about it. So I don't know how big it's going to be. I'm just going to keep going until I feel like it's going to be a good enough blanket.
Yeah.
For him. I don't know if y'all can hear me too well. I feel like I'm loud enough, but...
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so...
I think mine is louder. I don't know if it's because I'm closer.
Yeah, yours is the one that just is louder. Sometimes I don't pay attention to if I'm close enough to the mic.
Yeah.
That's my biggest problem. Anyway.
I think it's funny that when we first started recording, you were always telling me I was too quiet. Mm-hmm. And we went to where I work this morning, and the girls were asking me questions, and they're like, could you be any louder?
That's so funny.
And they were like, can you please just talk quieter? And I was like, I don't have a quiet button.
Yeah.
And I was like,
impossible.
But for some reason, I was so quiet when we did this show before.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I don't know. You're just, I guess, louder now. I don't know. A little more outspoken, maybe, you know?
I've always been loud. I was a good theater major because I was loud.
See, I always thought, I wouldn't have never considered you loud.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that makes me feel better.
Yeah, good. But you also weren't super quiet, except, I mean, when we were recording. And I think that was honestly just more the audio, figuring it out and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But, and like, remembering we have to be kind of close to the microphones.
Right.
Like, it just, practice makes perfect. But I never would have considered you super loud or super quiet. You're just normal.
Normal.
There's some loud people.
That's true.
Sometimes I'm loud. If I get really excited enough and I'm not paying enough attention to what it's like, why am I yelling? Like, I'll even catch myself. I'm like, what's going on? Why am I screaming right now?
So the next question would be, have I finished anything yet? And the answer is no.
Negative.
Because why? Because I decided I was going to do 3 books at one time.
Yep.
And I'm only reading the Gun Seller when I'm donating plasma. So, That's going to take a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But I am enjoying it. The decision to do that was because I'm so invested in the Wheel of Time series.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone.
They'll be all right. And I bet there's somebody out there who's reading it and glad that they're reading along with you.
But I'm listening to that more than I should be delegating for the other books. But I have read more in Bishop's Keep.
Okay.
And I'm enjoying it. And it's funny because I read it so long ago. I know I read it, but I don't recall anything that's happening.
That's good.
Anything that's happening. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how to talk today.
I have infected you with the stutter. It's what I got.
But so the lead female character is very independent. And just through some things that have happened to her in her life, and she's an American, so she's kind of like a feminist, a very independent girl. Late 1800s, it's the turn of the century. It might be 1901 or something.
Yeah,
turn of century, and I'm pretty sure that we've met her future husband because I remember them being married. I did not remember they weren't married when the series began.
Pay no attention to that.
So, hi. So I'm pretty sure we've met her husband, to be, and some of their friends. They're his friends, but I'm sure they'll be her friends. Right. And it's very interesting. She's meeting some family that she never knew she had because her father died when she was little. I think maybe even a baby. And so she didn't know she had family on his side. And so she's meeting family for the first time. She's moving to England to live with them for a little bit. And
big life changes.
Yeah. And actually she doesn't, obviously I know this from reading the series, she ends up living in England because obviously she gets married to someone she meets there. Right. But yeah, it's a good book. I'm enjoying it. And y'all, I'm sorry. I'm enjoying it.
It's literally me. Like, we just like swapped this episode. Watch me not have any real speech issues. That would be a surprise.
So I haven't finished anything and I'm not reading anything new. Still reading the same 3 books.
Okay. You know what? It is ambitious, though. Reading 3 books at once, that is like, you're taking on a lot. So I guess the next thing would be if I finished anything.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Let her check.
Let me see. Okay. I think last week the thing I had finished was She and Her Cats. And then I had told you I was reading Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead. No, I didn't tell you. I told you that those were books in my that I had saved on Everand, and you told me that one sounded the most interesting to you. I never told you I started it because it only took me like 2 days to listen to it. That's so funny. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Oh, aren't you happy?
Oh, yeah?
So I did actually start reading this, and then I literally finished it. I think it took me like 3 days.
Okay.
I think. And it was only like 7-ish hours, I think. I guess that adds up because StoryGraph said I listened to all the audiobooks I had listened to were less than 8 hours, so that's probably right. It's called Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead by Emily Austen. And what did I rate it? I think I had what was that, a 3? No, I think that was a 4, wasn't it? I don't know. I just went over all this.
Yeah, you just said that. Sorry.
It's fine. You're sorry? I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. I actually meant to type out a whole review because I thought this book was very good. Let me read the synopsis.
Okay.
So everybody will know what this book is about. I mean, the title is very... I mean, it doesn't really lead you astray. But, okay. Gilda, a 20-something, atheist, animal-loving lesbian, cannot stop ruminating about death. Oh. Desperate for relief from her panicky mind and alienated from her repressive family, she responds to a flyer for free therapy at a local Catholic church and finds herself being greeted by Father Jeff, who assumes she's there for a job interview. Too embarrassed to correct him, Gilda is abruptly hired to replace the recently deceased receptionist, Grace. In between trying to memorize the lines to Catholic Mass, hiding the fact that she has a new girlfriend, and erecting a dirty dish tower in her crumbling apartment, Gilda strikes up an email correspondence with Grace's old friend. She can't bear to ignore the kindly old woman who has been trying to reach her friend through the church inbox. But she also can't bring herself to break the bad news. Desperate, she begins impersonating Grace via email. But when the police discover suspicious circumstances surrounding Grace's death, Gilda may have to finally reveal the truth of her mortifying existence. So this book was very good. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was absolutely freaking hilarious. And like the first 50%, 75% of this book was absolutely hilarious. I mean, I was laughing out loud just and you can say books are funny because some books are funny and we love a funny book. But when a book genuinely makes you laugh out loud, it's like a whole nother level of funny. Now, with that being said, it is very dark humor. And what is so funny, as you sort of, you get from the synopsis, are the situations that she sort of puts herself in. And you're reading her experience through these situations, and you're just like, Gilda, honey, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to yourself? Because she has this manic anxiety. Oh. Where she is so afraid to disappoint people, to make people upset. She doesn't want to inconvenience anyone.
Hence the reason she doesn't tell the priest.
Right. Which I thought was funny, that specifically, because unless I missed it, it's very possible I just sort of missed it if this was mentioned. Because I did listen to it audio, and sometimes my mind wanders. Right. But I come back. So I don't remember the priest asking her if she was Catholic. I think he just assumed that she was Catholic. And so she's like terrified to tell him. She's not. She's terrified to tell her parents where she got this job. She's terrified to tell the old lady that's friends with Grace, who had just recently passed, about her passing. I mean, she's all these things. She has this manic anxiety towards disappointing all of these people. And it really just creates these situations she creates them for herself. And she makes them worse for herself. Like, it's like, Gilda, honey, why are you lying? Right. Like, stop lying. Just stop lying. And about 50 to 75% of the way through, it's not funny anymore. Oh. Which is okay because of how the book progresses. But, like, it's so funny at first. It's hilarious. And then it starts to just take this really, really sad turn. Like, it just starts to get sad and upsetting and morbid and stuff. There's a lot of talk about a grief, but that's not necessarily what I'm trying to pinpoint right now. Suicidal thoughts. There's a lot of like suicidal thoughts. There's even self-harm. There's a lot of like triggering stuff. So don't just go into it thinking it's going to be funny the entire time, because it does take like sort of a dark turn. But it was really good. Like, the characters were written out really well, and I honestly think it was so funny because the narrator did such a fantastic job. Like, I think the book would already have been funny, like, just downright hilarious, but the narrator, the way she did her job, really brought it together. And sometimes that really makes or breaks your experience. Who was the narrator? Who was the narrator? Emily Tremaine. So she did a fantastic job. I mean, she was just absolutely hilarious. I think she completely like grasped Gilda's personality and her responses to things, the dry humor, the dark humor. I think it was just really good. So I'm glad I listened to it. I don't know what I was going to say, but I mean, I'm glad I listened to it. Just if you're interested in that book, it is, I think, very good. Just go into it knowing there's a lot of things that might be upsetting to listen to or read if you physically read it. Just keep that in mind. But very good. Very good.
So does she end up befriending the other old lady, like, as herself?
Yes. Yes.
That's
She
all I
does.
wanted to know.
Yeah. But, yeah.
I hope that doesn't spoil it for anybody.
I mean, the truth has to come out, right? Like, so she does, and it's nice. I like it. It was good. It was a good story. That's the only thing I finished, I think. I'm pretty sure that's the only thing I finished. But I am still reading Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. And I'm still reading Under the Dome by Stephen King. Aren't you cute? I have made progress in both, although it's not a lot. But I have made progress. So I think last week I was 3% through Under the Dome.
Yeah.
Can you guess what percentage I'm at now?
Well, you okay? If you haven't made it much farther, maybe 6%?
6%, Becky. 6%. You are on the money. I have not updated Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix on StoryGraph, but I have made it, I think, maybe another chapter.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting there. We'll see what happens. Technically, I started another audiobook yesterday when I was driving. Let me bring it up. And it is called The One by John Mars. Oh, is that free on Kindle? Oh, it's with it's with an Audible thing. Anyway, okay. And this is just one of the many books that's just in my forever long TBR list. And it was on Everand, so I was like, well, you know what? I'm on a roll, so let me just start it and see how it goes. It's not bad, and I didn't make it very far from, even if I wanted to, I just haven't listened. So I've not made it very far, and I do think the writing is not maybe as up there as I expected. I don't know why, and that sounds a little uppity, but it's just not.
It's not as good as the last one.
Maybe not. But like so far, it was still entertaining. But I think this is a book I think I'd rather physically read. It's just something about listening to it. It's just not doing it for me. And I don't even think it's the narrators. The narrators are doing a fine job, I think. But maybe it's just what the story is about. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Sometimes you just feel that way, though. I will read the synopsis so everybody knows what this is about. A simple DNA test is all it takes. Just a quick mouth swab, and soon you'll be matched with your perfect partner, the one you're genetically made for.
That's crazy.
Wild. That's the promise made by Match Your DNA. A decade ago, the company announced that they had found the gene that pairs each of us with our soulmate. Since then, millions of people around the world have been matched, but the discovery has its downsides. Test results have led to the breakup of countless relationships and upended the traditional ideas of dating, romance, and love. Now, 5 very different people have received the notification that they've been matched. They're each about to meet their own true love, but happily ever after isn't guaranteed for everyone, because even soulmates have secrets, and some are more shocking than others. It's sort of a thriller. And what I remember, I had originally heard about this book like 2 years ago when I was listening to Books Unbound. One of them, I think it was Raylene, had read this book. And I think she had said that one of them is already happily married, has been happily married, but for whatever reason she was convinced to, take this test. So now it's probably going, I haven't gotten there, so I don't actually know if it upends her relationship. I'm assuming it will, but I don't know. So now it's going to ruin her relationship. One of the people that somebody gets matched with is a serial killer. Oh. So it's like you don't know who you're going to get matched with. There's all these different circumstances that come into it. So it's interesting, and I think I liked it. It's entertaining enough. I don't know. Just wasn't feeling it on audio, so I'll probably save it under my Kindle list that is consistently growing now. So we'll see when I get back to that. I don't know if I said the author's name, John Mars, in case I didn't. But that's about it. I haven't really read much else. We were kind of busy this weekend. We went to a wedding.
It looked like you had a good time.
Yeah, it was nice. My feet hurt very bad. That was like the second time this entire year I've worn heels. So and they were like my tallest pair of heels. I mean, instantly my feet were like, end me. My ankles were on fire. He said, I'm going to get your nose.
What are you doing? I meant your feet were asking you, what were you doing?
Yeah. My feet were asking me. They were like, get it through your head, Brooke. Take the shoes off. And somebody said, just take off your shoes. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. All these other people have shoes on. What if they step on my toes? Yeah, that's not happening.
You just throat chop them.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hi.
I'm pretty sure that's all I've been reading. I don't know what I might start on audio. If I'll start something else. Probably will. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't want to miss anything. You know how we are.
Yeah. You'll text me later.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I took those squares off of my cardigan. I said I was going to take off. And then I put it... I didn't put it back together. That doesn't make sense. All I had to do was just take the squares off.
Did you finish your cardigan?
No. But I don't think I've shown you what it looks like without those squares off. I think I just showed Austin. I keep meaning to... I brought the color yarn down that I wanted to work on the cuffs and the hem. Mm-hmm. I still haven't done that, though. I think the next thing... If I get further along with his blanket, I'm going to work on the cuffs. It shouldn't take long. It's not like they're very big at all. But I just want to show you my cardigan, so I'll have to do that before you leave.
Absolutely.
Just the progress with it.
That's it?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'm really enjoying Under the Dome. I just haven't gotten too much further with it yet. You know, a lot of people say this, that you're either for Stephen King or you hate Stephen King. And I'm for Stephen King. Like, his writing is just almost entrancing. I don't know, it just pulls you in so well. He writes characters and situations, like, so well. He's the king of plot. That's what a lot of people say.
And you agree?
I agree. I mean, I'm like, what is gonna happen next? I gotta know. And the situations he writes about are just crazy, so...
Yeah.
Anarchy is going to just erupt in this little town in that book. I just know it. Oh, and it's not... I don't know if you even... My brain's ahead of my mouth. Have you watched Under the Dome? Because it is also a TV series.
No, I haven't.
I have not either.
Every time I go to watch something, it's questionable for the children.
Right.
So I'm like, I guess I won't watch that.
Yeah. You can maybe watch Roswell, New Mexico. That's what I started watching that. It's literally it's like alien drama.
I was going to watch Who Is My Roommate or something like that on Netflix about your roommate. And Emma looked up the parents' guide. She goes, we might not should watch this.
Yeah.
So...
And I think you could watch. I mean, it's literally just like drama, just straight up drama. But the people you're following are supposed to be aliens, but they're people.
Okay.
Like, they look exactly like people. Honestly, I keep wanting to say this. Roswell, New Mexico keeps reminding me of Pretty Little Liars. Which is so, like, that kind of level, like, kind of absurd drama. Uh-huh. But, I can't remember if they curse or not. That's my biggest thing. You don't see any nudity or anything like that.
Well, that's good. That's definitely a plus.
Maybe just look it up, I guess, on the thing that y'all use.
VidAngel?
Yeah. It's
we were
on
gonna look
Netflix as well. I should mention that.
We were going to look it up on, we were going to look up the roommate thing on VidAngel, but my mom doesn't have it on her Roku TV.
Yeah.
And Ella goes, I'm not going to take the time to sign into it. So I said, okay.
All right. I had finished watching... Did I finish watching something else alone? You know, me and Austin watch a show. That right now is Fargo, which y'all shouldn't watch. I feel like I watched something else, but maybe I'm wrong.
You can't remember?
Yeah. Oh, well. And obviously, we're watching Avatar. I don't know if we are today, but that's just what we're watching together.
I think I already told Ella we could stay and watch one.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I guess that's it. If I remember anything else I've watched, I'll message you.
Okay.
If it's worth y'all's time, I guess. But that's all I'm reading. Sorry, I kind of like went off on a little tangent, I feel like. For anybody who's listening. My little sunflowers are, so far they're still alive.
That's good.
Well, so I had 4 pots out there.
Yeah.
And 3 of them had sprouted stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1 didn't, and it still hasn't. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm just watering dirt. I guess they just didn't live. And then the third one, it had something. It was behind. It was a little slower than the other 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day it was gone. So I don't know if like a bird came and snatched it, or if it just died and shriveled up and I never noticed. But it was really small. So now I just have 2. Well, the pots, I have 2 pots. In them, one of them has 2 little sunflowers growing. Well, it's got the buds. They're not actual flowers or anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one has 3, I think.
Okay.
So I told Austin, I was like, look, when I have to transfer these, I need your help because I want them to live. I want them to live. I'm going to put my hair all over them. I'm going to maybe just get bigger pots and keep them on my steps.
Yeah.
So far that seems to be okay, but they're also not very big at all. When the deer would eat them, they just ate the flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's no flowers on them. So that's probably why they haven't even tried to eat them. We got more fencing yesterday.
Good.
Austin's parents are getting a new fence, so they took down their chain link fence.
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting like a new nice wooden privacy fence, I think. Because everybody wants to know. So they gave us the chain link. So now we have more fencing for finishing the chicken area and then starting an area for a garden.
Good.
Really exciting. I need to do my own research. I think I'm going to do like a study session and get post-it notes, index cards,
Mm-hmm.
and jot down what I need to know about what I want to plant.
Yeah.
And then study them like I'm in class. See how that goes.
Oh, okay. That's all I have too. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What was I going to say? We're just both ambitious, reading 3 books at one time.
Yeah.
And 2 of the ones I'm reading are like bricks. So.
It's very fat.
Which one of the ones you're reading is big? If you're just listening to it on audio.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I'm still writing my book.
Which
So.
one's that called?
The
I'm getting lost when I try to remember which ones you're on now.
That's okay. No, that was book 6.
Come on, Emma.
It's something about a crown, I think. Hold on, I'm about to find out. Book 7 is A Crown of Swords. Is what the title of book 7.
And you're still working on your book, so that's going well.
Yes. So I can't seem to find a keyboard that I don't know where my keyboard is. It's Bluetooth, and I think it's somewhere in the living room.
Yeah.
So I got one from my mom, but it's also Bluetooth, and it's not working for some reason. And I've changed the batteries and gone back and forth, and I can't figure that out. I think my dad forgot he was going to find me a keyboard. So I've just been going into the Chat GPT app, and like I typed up a couple of chapters in there so that when I do get a keyboard, at least I've already done the work. I just have to go in and add it.
We probably have a keyboard you can have. I'll have to look around, but I think we probably do.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Just for the record.
So
we're not using it.
I've got 20 chapters, and I need to write one more for sure. That'll be 21. And then I can go in and, like, I'm going to go through and change the names of a lot of characters. Yeah. Because I did that name generator, and I like some of those names way better than what I have. Because I was trying to, like, come up with stuff, and I'm like, I can't even think of good names.
It's difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
It really is.
So I'm going to go in and change the names and tweak a few things, and then add the chapters that I added. I think I did, like, 3 or 4 more chapters other than what I had saved in the computer. So, and then I want to see what all the changes do for the length of it. And then see what else I can do from there.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Good.
And then
Glad you're still working on it.
Then I'll send you and our friend each
Yay.
a couple chapters to look at and critique.
Okay.
So I'm really very happy about it, and I'm really hoping that I can get the length that I want it to be.
Yeah.
Without compromising the story.
Yeah.
And because I would like to see if I can get it published and actually make some money off of it to help the farm and maybe actually buy a piece of land that's big enough to be a farm that's somewhere close to my parents. Because the acreage that my parents have that my dad wants to leave to the girls is great. It's wonderful, but it's not close to them. And we love our church home that we have now, so we don't want to be farther away from them.
Right.
So that's for them to use like later on in their life, when they're married or maybe when they're retiring, whatever. But for now, we want someplace that's going to be close to my parents and close to our church and all that. So if it sells, maybe I can buy some actual acreage.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. And build my dream house and a couple barns.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that'd be nice. Sometimes we're like, if we won the lottery, what would we do?
Yeah.
He said, I had always assumed we would just add 2 rooms or something like that way on the kind of the porch area where that's at.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh yeah, we would complete a garage and then that way there'd be more rooms that way. And I was like, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
That is a good idea. And it would be like
that'd be like a hallway or something.
Yeah,
right there.
it would be level with this. Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably not going to happen. And you know what's the real kicker about the lottery is that you have to actually play it to win.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's true. I haven't bought a ticket, so I probably won't be winning either. So
yeah.
I feel like this book is probably going to make me more money than a lottery ticket. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have more odds, better odds, I should say.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's it for you?
Yep.
And that's it for me? So one thing that I have forgotten to say over I don't know how long it's been since I've said it, don't forget to check out our show notes.
Oh, yeah, they're there. That's funny.
In case, we talked about a book or a TV show that you're interested in.
A yarn.
Or the yarn.
The yarn.
I don't know how many people out there are knitting or crocheting, but I mean, if you're not, you could start. We just watched some YouTube videos. That's how.
Yeah, that's honestly the best place. And it's so good to keep your hands busy. Like, if you need something to just do.
Yeah.
It's really good for that.
Bella Coco is very good for crochet. And Emma, who's that other lady that we liked? She passed away from cancer, but she's very good. Okay, Emma's going to look that up for us real quick. She's really good. Y'all, don't get sad that she passed away, and don't watch the tribute video her husband made. Unless you want to cry.
Yeah. I could not tell. I mean, I think Sheep Stitch is somebody I watched on YouTube when I was just first learning how to knit. And they show you how to cast on and your first stitches or whatever. I've watched so many knitting videos. It's hard to pinpoint just a couple because it's just so many.
Well, what I liked about Bella Coco, and even now I still watch her, is she explains things in terms that you can understand. Oh, who is it? Melanie Ham. So Melanie Ham and Bella Coco both explain things in a way that you can understand. They don't go through it too quickly. They show you, and I can't remember about Melanie's videos because I haven't watched as many of hers as I've watched Bella Coco's. But she'll say, pause the video and practice it, rewind it and practice it, and then continue on. And she has specific ones that show you how to do the very beginner things, and they all say for beginners or whatever, and she's just very good. And when she makes another video about, say it's the shell stitch or whatever, she'll say, if you need help with this whatever she's talking about, go back to my beginner video for that, and blah blah blah. So that's what I really like about her. And so just, if you're interested, because we're talking about it, I mean, you should definitely go to YouTube and check those videos out. Say your knitting one again? The one that you remembered?
Sheep Stitch.
Sheep Stitch. That's cute.
Thank you. That's not mine. I don't know why I said thank you. But
it was your suggestion.
Yeah. You're welcome. I can't. I mean, there's so many. If I think of any, or if I remember to look them up when I'm doing the show notes, I'll add them. But
so So check out the show notes because, just in case we said something you're interested in.
Yeah.
And don't forget to still continue to check out Sideways Sheriff because he's still doing his thing out there. He's still drifting.
Doing this thing.
And, if you're interested in any of our merchandise that we have, if you are interested in what we do have, like if you don't remember, because we haven't posted anything in a while about that, but, if you want something with our logo on it, so you can tell your friends about us, let us know. And if you have any book suggestions, let us know. We're always interested to hear from you guys. It'd be really neat if we could, talk about the things that y'all are doing on the podcast. That'd be fun. So anyway, as always, kindred spirits, thank you for listening. It's wonderful to know that there are so many of you in the world. And until next time, stay happily booked.